Last night I was ranting in the dark to myself instead of hitting film, but it's like I didn't feel attractive enough to go hit film, so I was like, hold on, let's pump the brakes on this. Let's save it tomorrow morning. So I wrote the idea down, and this morning it's still in my head. So here's that. Um, it was like I forgot. It's like I feel like I never told a coming out story, and I feel like this would be very beneficial for like random people that just come across this channel. Not really for the viewers that are already here, but it's just like I don't know. I feel like I used to listen to like people's stories back when I was trying to find something. So I don't know. Here's your this is like a cookie. It's like you know when you're like in the middle of the night and you're trying to snack on some information. That's what it's like. I get you gotta scratch that itch when you have that itch, and you probably have that itch with you while you're here. Let's keep it a sec. like okay, for me, there's a long nuanced story to the coming out story, but I'm gonna start at the very first thing, and then we're gonna go on and on and on. The beat go on and on again. Sorry. Anyways, um, all right. Sorry, chat. I had to go put on some BS rings for this hand because that hand was looking a little empty. Um, yeah. Um, when I first started out, I remember I was in elementary, and yeah, chilling. Elementary life is just elementary life. You're a kid. There's not much to say about there. But I remember I told my teacher, "Teacher, I'm feeling very gay today," and she's like, and they were like, "What?" All the students were like, "Oh, oh." But when I read from my dictionary, because at the time I had this old school dictionary that my dad owned, and the dictionary said in there, "Gay equals happy," and so when I said that, I was like, "I'm just feeling happy," but they were like, "You're feeling gay today." Yes, I was feeling happy. I was a kid, and I read it in the dictionary, and I tried to show them, but they were like, "Ooh," like, "No, no, it was in the dictionary. It was in the dictionary, babes. Read the book. Read that book in specific, because not all dictionaries have that definition anymore, because it's inherently been changed. The definition of that has been changed, but." In the past, that's what it meant, and in that dictionary, that's what it meant. Okay, so I was in the right, you were in the wrong. Let's get that out of the way real quick. Other than that, there was this, it's like in seventh grade, that's when the question really hit me. Are you gay, bi, straight, or trans? It's like the the sorry, the idea of being trans back in that day, right before 2020, it was like 2019. It was very confusing because I never heard of it, and at the time I was still grouping it in with sexuality. Not it was like it wasn't a separate thing in my mind at the time until like I did enough research. But it's like so really it was either I'm either gay, I'm bi, or I'm straight. And I took like I used to do like a ton of quizzes online. If anyone knows, they know, they know. There's tons of quizzes. If you really want to take one of those quizzes, you can take one of those quizzes. I say take it for fun because I'm gonna be honest, I took 1,000 of those quizzes, got similar results, and still said absolutely, and still said no. I was like, absolutely not. Are you serious? You're wrong. But you're wrong though. You're wrong. It's like you can like those quizzes are just for fun, honestly. But it's like some people they really be in a pickle. I was really in a pickle and really in a dilemma, and I thought that would save me, but it didn't. It didn't. It just made me take more quizzes. And then soon it just became something I do for fun. Like I started taking that quiz for fun. I was like, I used to do this when I was younger. You don't understand. It's very lengthy, long story. But like I definitely used to take those quizzes. But at the time, I grew up in a Christian household, so the idea of being any of those things besides straight freaked me out because, you know, it's a sin inherently in the Bible, and it's like I grew up with Christian parents, and my grandparents were pastors, owned a church. They owned a church, and so it was like I was like a very big no-no for me. And so it's like, okay, absolutely not. Let me pray it away. And I seen this documentary on Netflix. It was like, pray the gay away. And it was like where they would what do you call it? It's not rehab. It's like it's not conservatism. You know what I'm talking about. It's like where they try to like praise somebody and will somebody to be something that they're not. And like it was later on they were like, this doesn't work, guys. And then the people running it, they went and there's like the people running it, like there was a man I remember in specific, he was running it and now he was like with this guy now. And it's like but I but like and obviously I know they don't feel good because of the documentary, but you know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, I tried to pray it away at night. I'd cry. I was like, okay, for me to figure this out, if I say it, if I speak it, then it's true because it's not going away. And if I just say it out loud, then it's true. So I'd go to the end of my street and I'd yell, I'm it was like, I am a lesbian. That's what I used to say to myself. And it was like it was so hard for me to say at the time. And I was like, oh, and I just sat with that feeling for time and time again. And then there's this cheerleader. Um, I actually do remember her entire full name. There was this one cheerleader that I really liked a long time ago, and I drew her a picture of her, of her, of her. I don't remember it was a drawing of her or a drawing of something else. I don't know. I just know I drew a picture and I gave it to her one day. And then I rushed off down the stairs after the class ended and my heart was racing. And the next day in class, they were like, we should make her draw because she's really good at drawing. And because she had that picture. But it's like, I was like, oh. But that was my way of like trying to flirt with a crush at the time. Drawing them pictures. Maybe even writing them letters. I was a kid and I didn't know what to do. It was like I felt butterflies, but it felt real for once. It was past the expansion of elementary crushes on literally everyone who was popular. It was past all of those elementary crushes or where I was into all the people that was popular. It was different. It was inherently different. It was like this is someone that no one really gives a crap about and it was a first. It was the first time that like my heart ever beat that fast. Beat it? That fast? Beat it? It ever beat it that fast for a lady, a girl for the first time. So that's why I remember that. That's why I'm telling the story. And then later on, there was a person in that class that I went on and dated as my very first relationship. It was very healthy, very good. I turned out to know that person my entire middle school life. And they were artists. I was an artist. It was perfect at the time. I thought they deserved more art credit than they were given because they were better than me and they actually wanted a field in art, but it's like and I didn't, but I was getting mad credit for like the drawings that I was doing. Um yeah, but then we broke up eventually. And then I was in high school, like deep in. There was a bunch of gender stuff that I was also asking myself. I'm skipping over some things. Like there was like this one couple's channel that I used to watch in private. They were called Karen and Skylar. They broke up, and apparently there's like talk about like physical abuse that went on in that relationship. I don't know much about it. I stopped watching them a little um before the channel ended, but it's like anyone remember Nate Garner? Like I used to watch Nate Garner and he was a couple's channel kind of, and then they broke up and it's like the same thing, where it's like you don't really know what's going on and you know what I'm saying? You don't really know what's going on, but you like start watching them at a point and then you come back and you figure out this news and you're like, "Ooh, that's a leap." But yeah, um yeah, I used to watch that channel in private. There was also this other lady. There was this other lady I used to watch too, but I forgot her name. I would be so defensive about the LGBT community, but I would be like, I'm not a part of them, but I think it's dumb and stupid how you hate them. And I was like real rebellion. I was flexing my muscles. I was getting tight. I was getting mad. I was getting mad. Yeah, I was like, you can't be saying these things, like, because in my head when I was defending them, I was defending myself. And when people would say homophobic things, I'd always think, yeah, you're rejecting me as much as you're rejecting, because like we're the same. We come together. I am this. And so when I'd argue about it, it was like I was arguing, trying to justify myself and trying to like, yeah, and educate at the same time. You're not a dictionary. You're not a goddamn dictionary. Okay, you have no, you don't need to educate somebody on this. But there was this other lady. She had a tattoo on her finger of like of the female birth symbol on like one of her fingers. I don't know. I do remember her. Um, that's pretty much it. I used to watch her too. She made like guitar covers. She made music covers. She did a song, like a cover of Talia by King Princess. And I think that's how I'm gonna find her name soon in the future. Because I'm gonna search that up the moment I get internet again. Sorry, chat. You realize you're not here right now. They're not present. But chat shows up on the screen. We went over this. We've been over this. I fixed the problem. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, dang. It's like I'm not live right now, but I used to just watch all types of YouTubers and videos, and then there was this time where I went to Pride, but I went to Pride online because it was during COVID when like it was like my very first Pride was online. It was during like the peak of COVID, so everyone was watching this YouTube parade. It wasn't really a parade, it was just like showcasing. And I was there watching that, and I was just like in tears because I was like, wow, this is me. These are my people, big big cuddle bear hugs. And now as a it's like that's baby gay. That's baby gay. Like you just want to hug these people. You just I just want to hug everyone going through that little stage. I was like, yeah. But now I'm like, it's like I'll compliment a woman and say something back, and it's like I wouldn't even question it. I would be like, no, but you're so pretty. And it's like it's different. You're like, oh, you're so pretty, and then you're so pretty, and there's like a difference. It's like there's like a vibe, there's like a sultry energy that goes into it, and it's all in depth, and there's all this and all that, and it's just like there's so much to it. It's like I'll say something, I'll do something, and I don't even think about it. But back in the day, I used to like question every little thing I do. Like, don't I better not dare say that I watched Twilight for Kristen Stewart. Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare say that. And then there was this thing where it's like I was tired of people saying, "Oh, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna have a husband one day." I got real tired of that real quite fast. I was like, no, I'm not getting married at all. I'm not getting in any relationships. I don't like nobody. I was like, that was my defensive guard. It's like, in hindsight, it's like it's kind of weird identifying as bi, having been like so. But like, it's like at the same time, it was like I go one way a lot when people reject that one way, then that's like the direction I'm gonna go in until like I feel like I no longer have to defend myself, and then I'm just gonna return back to the state I was in at first, which was just utter peace. I was in utter peace at the time. And so, yeah, I was like going all this way. And it's kind of weird to identify as bi when you were like all rainbow and identifying as all gay. And now I'm just like bi. And I've dated men after dating women, you know? It's like it's weird. But it's like at this it's like it's confusing. Like I don't think anyone's like I am who I am. I don't think I'm more of anything than anything. But it's like it depends on how I'm feeling a day. Feeling a day. Cause really chat. Y'all heard me talking about the whole summer. Like that was revolving around one to two doors. One or two doors. That was two doors actually, but it's like but like one door I was looking at a little bit more. But now it's like but it's like when I really want to have a great conversation, when I want to have a really good connection, I feel like I find that a little bit more. So I think it just fluctuates depending on how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, how I'm chilling. I can't tell you what you are and what you aren't. I can't help you, but I do know, like, take it slow, relax, take a deep breath. You're gonna be okay. you're going to be okay. Everything's fine. That's for the people that are still figuring themselves out, a little curious. Yeah, you're gonna find yourself. Everything's gonna be fine. But it just takes time. It takes patience, and it takes a whole lot of care. Really, it takes a whole lot of care. But yeah, like I remember the first time I bought a pride flag. It was like my heart was racing. I was like, I'm not sure I want to do this, guys. Like there was years of my life where I grab a colored pencil, draw lines on a paper, and then plaster it to my wall and say that's my flag. And then I own a real one. I own a real one now, but in the past I didn't. And so I owned that one flag. And to get that, it was like I was extremely scared and excited. That package opening is on my main channel. I was like, what? When I got it, it was scary. I'd just sit and lay in my bed just thinking about like it's crazy that I own this now. It's like there was a point in my life where I pictured I'd never own this or be this free to express myself or say the things that I am now on camera, but I'm so comfortable. I'm so very comfortable where I am. And that's something I didn't have in the past, but I definitely have that now. So, no, I mean, but it's like it takes time. That's what I mean. It takes time. Those things come eventually. They come maybe quicker than others, slower. Everyone works at their own pace, but it's just like I never thought I'd be where I am now, and now that I'm here, I'm so very comfortable, and I can imagine what it was like to be in that situation because I was obviously in that situation with my family being homophobic and things and whatnot, and that just driving a bunch of angst in me. But I don't know. It's like I don't really care that much. Maybe that's a little bit of age, because like I'm like an adult now, and I was like a teen at the time. It's like I'm like you you care about my love life. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care because it's mine and it's my life. Yeah. Yeah. But it's just weird. The only thing I think it's weird is like is it's weird for me to feel like I'm here, but it's like it's like it's like when I it's just like it's like I'm vibe, but sometimes I just feel like I'm not. Like sometimes I just feel like I'm not. It's like, does anyone have that? Like, is there any bi person on the planet that like they're sitting there and they're like, I'm bi, but like sometimes I don't really think I like men for real, or like I don't think I really like women for real. Like, yeah, I don't ever say I like it. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind. There's not a doubt in my mind. That's pretty much solidified. That's the one thing I never question. It's like no matter what, I know for a fact I like women. That's it. That's it. Now, when it comes to the attraction of men, I question myself sometimes. And I love guys as friends. I love having guy friends. But when we enter new nuanced territories, or it's like relationships and all this other stuff, I really start asking myself questions. I ask myself tons of questions regarding that. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's like I know I'm tripping when I'm talking to this really good guy, and it's like good. The conversation is good. Like when we can talk about pretty much anything and everything, and it's like I'm very comfortable. And that's when I know I'm tripping out. But sometimes I feel like I'm not really tripping out on anything. It's like maybe I just think you're a really good friend. Maybe I just want to be friends. Maybe we can just be friends like kids. I'm joking. Anyways, that was a joke. I think I've pretty much maxed out my my story. I mean, there's so much more to add, but like the shows and the movies that I binged over and over again and the books that I read just to feel something, just to get understood just a little bit more. There was everything. There was everything. And being a guitarist, I gotta be honest, these fingers don't play. And they're clipped and they're clipped. Hello? I'm joking. They're clipped because I do play guitar. and it's no bueno to have long nails unless you're doing finger picking. Sometimes I do finger picking, but not. I like finger picking more than I like using a guitar pick, but whatever. Anyways, I think I maxed out the topic of like my coming out story, my queer story. I think I maxed it out. Like I pretty much, you want an easy sum up. I went from hiding who I was in complete utter like being in the closet so deep in that I was praying in there. It was like I was in there and I was praying. I felt like I was in a Catholic church. And then now I'm like, I'm out and you might as well just paint me in a rainbow because I don't care what people see. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do regardless, like unapologetically, without a care in the world, you know? Like, I'm gonna hold your hand when I want to hold your hand. I'm gonna do whatever if I want because it's my life and it's my relationship. And what you think, no, I don't care. Yeah, you would end it by saying something like, lo quiero, you know? And that's all that matters. Lo quiero. And yeah, that's it. Uh, peace. I think this is it for my chat in the morning. I don't think I'm gonna film another chat until later today. It's like I wish I could say so much more, but it's like, how much could I say? Like I used to, ooh, like like I had a doll stage, like ooh, and I'd make the dolls kiss, like ooh. I don't know. I would live life vicariously through, um, literally every factor I could possibly find. Like I'd live life through freaking dolls, shows, video games. Like I married a woman in a game called Skyrim. I did so much. I did so much. So I lived vicariously through a lot of crap. But yeah, I'm prolonging the stream. Chat. I think y'all wanted me to get to the reacts now. Chat wants me to get to the reacts now, and I'm like I'm holding up the content for YouTube and the segment. But it's like I just feel like there's so much I can go on about. But it's like how much can I say? I'm feeling a little shy, like I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Peace, chat. Peace and love. This is it for my morning talks. I'm probably not gonna film another one in this same fit. You probably gonna see me looking different. It might be the same goddamn day. I'm gonna be honest, but it's like whenever I get the feeling, I'm gonna sit in front of this camera because there's no internet. There's no real chat. Yeah. Peace and love. I'll see you guys in another one. Go check out my main channel. My main channel is a little dry, but it's because I don't have a video editor. But if these videos come out, hopefully I do have a video editor by then. I mean the software, not a person. I edit all my content, and if you're looking for a video editor, hire moi. I don't go all the way out on my own projects because it takes a crap ton of time, and I'm just trying to put out content sometimes. But yeah, that's it. Bye, chat.